I delivered a paper called Vector Theory and the Application of Vector Theory to Literature and Drama. And so I left off where I had given I think I told about giving my paper, I'm not sure because it was months ago, where the themes changed. And here's another theme change. So anyway, we were each just, I brought my husband with me, because he knows karate, and he grew up as a world traveler, so I felt safer having him with me. And so we were each assigned a KBG. Oh my God, crazy sleep lately. I had teeth extracted, so my mouth's a little weird. KGB, yes, there we go, dyslexia's coming into. Agents assigned to us. And my husband's agent was switched from a nice little professor, the one who invited me to the convention, to a very scrawny guy with a tough face, and his knuckles were swollen and calloused. And he almost said to me, oh, he has the physique of a karate player. And I found them singing Spanish songs together, so I was suspicious of this guy, especially when he invited us to come to his campsite. So we took a walk that evening where the sunset was not until 11:30 at night, and there wasn't any campsite. And so I had been correct that doing what women do when a man invites you to his campsite is to say no thank you. And so this was a little worrisome, especially since my KGB agent had told me that the Ministry of Defense and the Ministry of Culture that had invited me were arguing and fighting over me. So this was a little alarming. So nobody else speaking English was getting any papers. All the papers were now in Russian because nobody else came to the convention who had been invited from other countries, except for me and a guy from Israel, but he was actually from Russia. And so we were told that we couldn't listen to them. There was no translator provided. So we went and we walked around this beautiful town of Suzdal, which was called like one of the golden cities of Russia. And it was just beautiful. And when we came back from looking at things, the Indian churches and all these things, we were told that the convention for us was over and were we ready to leave. And this woman we had not seen in the convention before came and asked us if we were packed and ready to leave, and she spoke French. And I had taken French in junior high, 1 year in high school, and I'm not good at languages. And then I managed to squeak by on my my language requirement in college, and I'd been hearing Spanish all this time because I lived in Miami, so whenever I would try to speak Spanish, French would come out, and when I would try to speak French, Spanish would come out. But I did understand her, which was important to tell my husband what she was saying, which was we needed to be ready to go. So we packed up our stuff, we said we were ready, and then we came outside where there was going to be this bus. And my husband's KGB agent was there, and the guy who had invited me, the previous KGB agent assigned to him, asked that guy to go buy everybody cigarettes and gave him money for the cigarettes. And the guy left. And then they immediately, as soon as he was out of sight, they started boarding the bus. First they put a big carpet inside of this, it was a van, it wasn't a bus. Put a big carpet rolled up in the aisle of it, and then they let their scientists on, because we had been in the company with my husband talking to them, because he's an engineer and a mathematician and a behavior analyst, and they had the guys who had designed Skylab and Sputnik, and that's who my husband spent the convention time with. And so they got on first. So there was this whole hierarchy who got on, and we got on last. And then we left before that KGB agent came back. So apparently they thought we were in danger, and they were sending us back to Moscow right away. So we get back to Moscow, and they've assigned a graduate student from one of the universities who's majoring in a humanity or something, to see to us to our quarters, which was a dormitory, kind of hidden behind the music department of the university there. This was in Moscow. And he knocked on the door of the dorm, and this, big, strong Russian lady opens the door, and she's in her cleaning clothes, and he talks to her, and she's yelling no, and he's yelling back, and suddenly she throws keys at him and stormed off, and we never saw her again. So we go in and, I'm nearly at time? No. Okay. So she stormed off, and the dorm we stayed in.
So Jay, you are at time.
Okay, let me just finish about the dorm in La. It's designed so you can be spied on. Because every dorm room had a window that came to the entrance staircase, so that, and every dwelling in Moscow, there's always a KGB agent. So, but they weren't there because they were on vacation, I guess, and we were hidden in this. But I noticed they could have listened to us if they wanted to because the windows were there. I wanted to tie it more into the thing, but I got off track. Moscow's a very differently designed city than American cities. But I'll have to tell that another time.